Hey guys, and thanks for clicking on another video. So I'm starting off with some alternative tips to what I usually get this time around. These have a deeper C curve to them, and they also aren't as long, so I don't feel like I'm wasting as much products and whatnot. As always, I'm using my Model 1's nail glue after I have sized all of these, and I wanted to mention just how happy I was with the difference in this C curve. The fact that it was deeper gave it this pinch, almost like whenever you actually use a pinching tool when sculpting on forms, but it gave more sidewall while still being able to have the shape look nice and skinny. So I really liked that. Now using my tip cutter to go ahead and find the length that I want, I am doing stiletto nails this time around, and I absolutely adored how skinny these stilettos turned out. It's difficult to achieve a nice, solid straight edge stiletto. A lot of the times the edges end up looking a little fat, a little rounded, and so I'm constantly trying to get that shape to look as crisp as possible. So using some straight edge nail clippers like I am here is going to give you a leg up on getting a cleaner shape, whether it be stiletto or square or anything in between. I find that most of the time I don't even have to do any tip filing before I get around to laying my acrylic. As always, I'm using Mia Secret liquid monomer, and I'm going to be using Mia Secret clear acrylic powder, as well as some white Snow Bunny acrylic from Kiara Sky, and a deep green that I had to mix myself because I did not have a color dark enough for the effect I was going for. So I'm not going to lie, I was kind of winging the technique throughout this video because I don't really know the best way to get a good acrylic marble going on. I tried a few different methods that I've had, decent results from. I got that marble effect in the end, but I feel like it can be done easier. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. But my thought process was I'm going to put down a good amount of clear, and then while it's still wet, I'm going to work some of the white and green into it in a way that it would sort of, level out and dissipate a bit at the edges while having some variation in pigment, kind of like smoke or marble. After my first layer of the clear marble, I went in with some Peaches and Cream cover acrylic from V Beauty Pure, and I'm going to go ahead and sculpt a nice almond-shaped nail bed area so that we can then afterwards have a nice marble French tip. Now, after dipping my brush in some clear and some white, I'm going to marble that over top of the green and try to keep everything as breathable as possible so that they still have like a misted effect instead of being such an opaque design. For my ring finger, I actually wanted to do a full marble nail, so I just went ham with all of the white and green, and then I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate that with clear. As you can see, I did put some sparkles in there. I wasn't exactly sure how I felt about them, so I kind of went back and forth with it. Going back to encapsulate my pinky nail with some more clear acrylic and finishing off that French tip sculpt. I'll be doing the same marble French tip for my remaining 3 nails. Now that we've finished laying the acrylic, I'm going to use my E-file. I'm using a flat top drill bit, and I'm going to go ahead and debulk this acrylic, getting it into a roughly finished shape before I go in with the final filing. Using a 100-180 grit hand file, I'm going to make sure that the sidewalls are nice and crisp. You want to make sure to look at your nails from all angles. This way you can make sure there's no jagged acrylic underneath the nails or on the sidewalls. And we will also be etching this file across the entirety of the nail to get the surface as smooth as possible before we apply any gel polish. I'm going in first with some Beetles Foundation Base Coat, just a nice thin layer of that on all of the nails. This base coat is so shiny, so you could practically see what this set would look like just as it is finished acrylic, fully filed and all that. But we are going to be using some gold gel polish to go ahead and do a little bit of fun line work. So this color is actually a cat eye polish, but it is more full of glitter than a regular glitter polish in the way that I wanted for this design. So I went ahead and used that and was very happy with the result. So what I'm doing here is just outlining the French tip and smile line of my middle and thumb fingernails with that gold polish. And then what I'll do is go in and create these simple but really effective roses. It's literally just like putting some blobs next to each other, and it gives this gorgeous vintage look that I am just dying for. So the technique for these little roses is basically put a dot down in the center of where you're wanting them, and then put some bumpy little curved lines around that dot. And that is it. Very simple and very effective. And on my ring fingernail, I am going to go ahead and outline the entirety of the nail and do the same thing in making some little roses. Just the same as the middle finger, with a little bit of variety in the number of roses and placement to create a little bit more of an eye-catching full picture. Using some Macart rhinestone glue, I'm going to go ahead and take these champagne rhinestones. I'll be doing a semi-cuff on the smile line there in the center, and then I'll be using some gold beads to go ahead and fill in the rest of that smile line down towards the cuticle. Repeating that rhinestone and bead cuff on my pointer finger, this is going to finish off our nail decoration / design, and then we will be using some Beetles gel top coat to go ahead and seal everything in. So the tricky thing was, you don't exactly want to top coat your rhinestones, but you do want to top coat the beads so that the paint on them won't chip. So I tried to be very careful without having to bust out a detail brush. You can if you would like to take your time with that, but I just went with the flow, and top coating this nail was so much fun.
Snipping. Snipping.
Oh my gosh, guys, I absolutely love this set. The green and the gold together give such an earthy vibe. It kind of makes me think royalty, but at the same time makes me think like fairy in a forest. I just know that I love the aesthetic. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you can know when I post a video. I forgot these are actually glow in the dark as well, so that's a fun bonus. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.